Good evening, good evening. It's not often that you get a whole congressional delegation of a state at one of these events, but there's just two of us, and we are both great supporters of the beautiful people of Armenia, the Armenian Americans that contribute to making life in Rhode Island the great thing that it is, and of course, all of you here and your advocacy that is persistent, that is necessary, and that is meaningful. And so I'm honored to be here to really stand in remembrance, but we know that remembrance alone is not enough. And this year we commemorate the 111th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide, an atrocity which claimed 1.5 million innocent lives. And it's important to speak to the scale of 1.5 million innocent lives, because it's essential that we never fail to tell the story of the Armenian Genocide, because that's how we ensure that it is not repeated and never repeated. And so I'm proud to support the Armenian Genocide Education Act that would promote education and understanding of this horrific tragedy, because it is incumbent on us to make sure that our young people have in their minds a sense of what happens when there is indifference, when there is a desire to hurt, to harm, to erase. But that power doesn't overcome the power that is demonstrated by the Armenian people, which is that of resilience. Now, we've also seen disturbing echoes, however, of this history in Azerbaijan's campaign of ethnic cleansing in Nagorno-Karabakh. And as we say, and we say with great intentionality, that Nagorno-Karabakh is the ancestral home of the Armenian people, and they must be able to live there in safety and dignity and peace, or return there in security. Now, I have the great honor and pleasure of serving as the vice-ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee and a proud member of the Armenian Caucus. And so the work continues to strengthen the ties in a bilateral way between our two nations to promote the security of the Armenian people. Just this morning, in the Foreign Affairs Committee, I asked why the U.S. Embassy in Armenia does not have dedicated foreign commercial service officers, which makes it difficult for U.S. businesses to enter the Armenian market. And I will continue to work to ensure that we provide the embassy in Armenia with the resources and expert staff needed to strengthen diplomatic and economic engagement with the United States. Now, also in the State Department reauthorization process, I led an amendment that passed the House Foreign Affairs Committee, and that's a hard thing to do these days as a Democrat in the minority, but led an amendment that passed the committee requiring the State Department to actively press for the protection of Armenian heritage and religious sites, the release of Armenian prisoners of war, the safe return of Armenian refugees to their homes in Nagorno-Karabakh, and the peaceful end to the armed conflict. I'm also proud to be an original co-sponsor of the bipartisan Armenia Security Partnership Act, which strengthens Armenia's security and holds Azerbaijan accountable for continued aggression. This legislation sends a clear message that I know we share. The United States will not stand by in the face of unprovoked attacks or ethnic cleansing. Together, these efforts reflect a simple principle: justice, security, dignity for the Armenian people are not optional. They're essential. And together, because of you, because of the continued efforts that you demonstrate, that you make sure that the awareness is here in Congress, remembrance alone will not be enough. It's going to be action, it's going to be a commitment, and that is something we will continue to do together. I am grateful for your leadership and partnership, and thank you for letting me honor with you the memories of those we lost. Thank you.